don't think it had anything carryover really from, I mean, everyone's just
But did they put like the noise? No, just the road noise.
All right.
So in general, not to use signs out. I hear you, but that's why they melt down. It's not like 30, 40 this side was like
But you guys have that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Toyota exhibit. I want to thank you all for beginning your morning here with us. My name is Christy Promosa. I'm a vehicle product training specialist for Toyota's Boston regional office. I wanted to let you know that all assets have been loaded to the website. There are various cards throughout. We've gone away from flash drive, so all assets will be here. When we talk about the hybrid industry, Toyota has been the pioneer of it. Last year in May, Toyota sold its 9 millionth hybrid vehicle, and now with the introduction of this all-new Prius Prime vehicle, really represents a new era for our Prius family. This vehicle has increased EV driving range, and as well as performance, as well as dynamic styling. Back in 2012, we introduced the first Toyota Prius plug-in. It was only on sale in a few select states and not really actually for that long. Now with the 2017 Prius Prime, it will be for sale in all 50 states. So today, kind of what looks out, our outlook for today is I'm going to start you more with a high-level overview and some mechanical features, and then my colleague Cynthia Arliano will come up and tell you about some of the exterior and interior features. So what makes up the Prius Prime? Well, we really have to start at the basis of that, and that is our TNGA, or Toyota New Global Architecture. And I see a lot of familiar faces that were sitting here last year, and I hope I didn't bore you then when I talked about TNGA, but that was Prius, 2016 Prius was the first world debut of our TNGA. Some of the influences that helps us with is a 60% increase in body rigidity over the previous predecessor, as well as a double wishbone rear suspension, and much improved cabin comfort throughout. This vehicle has class-leading efficiency. It has a driving range of 640 miles. It's been rated 133 mpge. And when it's in EV mode, it has a driving range of 25 miles. So studies show that 50% of all Americans have a commute equal to or less than 25 miles. And now with the increased number of charging stations, those who can plug in at work are going to reap all the benefits of a 50-mile fuel-less commute. Toyota Safety Sense. Toyota offers two packages. There's TSSP and TSSC. You're going to find TSSP is standard on all Prius Prime levels. Now, TSS was introduced to help drivers become their awareness, also decision making, and vehicle operation over a wide range of speeds. Packaged together in an integrated system, under certain conditions, TSS features are going to help address three key areas of accident protection. So we're going to try to prevent or mitigate front-end collisions. We're going to try to help keep drivers within their lane. Very important nowadays, right? I see a lot of shaking heads. And we're also going to try to enhance driver safety at nighttime. So those features for TSSP include pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. We have lane departure alert with steering assist, automatic high beams, as well as full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, which allows that cruise control to work at your lower speeds. So Toyota is 100% committed to safety, and I'm so proud to say that 13 of our models for the 2017 model year come standard with one of the two Toyota Safety Sense packages. Our drivetrain is shared with the regular Prius liftback at 40% thermal efficiency. This 1.8 liter engine is among the most thermally efficient engines in the world. An advanced plug-in hybrid system has been adapted. It uses a dual drivetrain that consists of an engine and dual motor generators. Now here's a Toyota first. You're going to hear a lot about this, a lot of Toyota first. We are now able to utilize not only motor generator 2, but also motor generator 1. It's going to supply power to the drive wheels and really help us increase our EV performance as well as our EV range. Also talking about our drive management system as our charging system, we have a timer that allows the vehicle to, actually the customer, to set 15 different settings for charge times. So you can now plug it in and not have to worry about when you want it to charge. It can charge on a set time. It can also charge and be ready for you to depart at a certain time. With that, we have a pre-climate control system that will turn on 10 minutes prior to your departure. So it's going to prepare your cabin for extreme comfort, and it's going to use the power from the wall and not from your car to make it that temperature. We also have a battery warming system. So on those really cold days, which, by the way, 60 today, unbelievable, right? But we will need those in New England. It will actually turn on a battery warmer to help reduce the need for the gas engine to come on those EV startups. This vehicle comes standard with a regular cord to plug in. It is a conventional 3-prong plug, plugs into any wall socket. That will take about a 5.5 hour time to charge. If you wanted for a faster, more rapid charge, you could go to any public station or any 240 volt. That will take your time down to 2 hours and 10 minutes. Our drive modes, there's 3 of them that you can determine how do you want to get power to the wheels. As a driver, I can select through in normal, eco, or power, and that's just going to help adjust the acceleration response of the vehicle. Our new EV range really limits the amount of times that gas engine is going to start up. New for this year, we can actually go up to 84 miles per hour in all electric, and really, again, trying to reduce the engine from starting. Our EV Auto is actually able to switch between EV and HV as far and for the vehicle to get the best efficiency for that vehicle. So I'm now going to bring up Cynthia, and she's going to go through all of our exterior and interior features.
Good morning. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the exterior and interior of this vehicle. So looking at the Prius Prime, you can see that our designers did a great job giving it unique styling that is both modern and innovative. Although the Prius Prime does share a similar silhouette to the Prius liftback, it does have its own unique style. Through its exclusive front and rear fascias, bumpers, and lighting system, it does have its own style. Looking at the ultra-low profile LED headlights along with the large acrylic grille, it really does a great job highlighting to enhance the air intake to really give it that advanced electric vehicle image. Of course, we can't talk about the exterior of the vehicle without talking about aerodynamic measures, because that's what the Prius is all about. So when they designed the vehicle, the engineers purposefully knew that they were going to prioritize the styling of this vehicle over enhancing the coefficient of drag. So with the Prius Prime, the coefficient of drag is a slightly higher at a 0.25 compared to the 0.24 of the Prius liftback. However, they put all the effort to make sure that this vehicle was as aerodynamic as possible. And that is why we have the active grille shutter, the aero stabilizing fins, also known as vortex generators, our rear dual wave window design, and a reshaped rear bumper, all to improve the airflow of the vehicle. Now looking at the interior of the vehicle, you're going to be able to see that there is a lot of space, and it easily accommodates 4 people comfortably with a lot of features of comfort, convenience, and a lot of technology. I can't emphasize the technology enough. Getting into the vehicle, you'll see that it has a very sport feel and look to it, and that's because of the soft text interior, the satin chrome plated ornamentation throughout the vehicle, and you'll notice that the center cluster has been redesigned so that it can accommodate that 11.6 high-def multimedia display, so that it can give the image of a vertical stack, giving it a more advanced and high-quality feel. So of course, I see all of you with your phones and different gadgets. We know that we live in a connected society. So we made sure that we gave you enough capability to charge all of your items. So you have available Qi wireless charging for those devices that are compatible, as well as 2 12-volt auxiliary connectors, one in the front and one in the rear, as well as a USB port up front. So making sure that you're connected at all times. So, touching on the technology, you have to hit on that 11.6 high-def multimedia display. You cannot miss it. It is definitely the first for Toyota to ever have something of this size, and it is the exclusive to the Prius Prime. Definitely the largest display we have in any of our vehicle lineup, and a real huge selling point for a lot of customers. So something to note is that it's very intuitive. It's very easy to use with its touch-sensitive icons as well as its tablet-like functionality. You're able to use a pinch, zoom, or swipe function to operate the system. The second system of technology that I'd like to emphasize is our air conditioning system. This is a world first. We've adopted this heat pump auto air conditioning with gas injection that allows us to achieve both comfort and reduce power consumption when utilizing the heater. In addition, we also give you the air conditioning eco switch. So that allows, unlike our prior vehicles where you had to, the eco switch was tied to the drive mode, this allows the driver to use it independently. So you can drive in either the power mode or normal mode, but still utilize your air conditioning system in an eco manner. This is probably one of the coolest technology advances in this car. It's called Intelligent Drive Coach, or Predictive Efficient Drive. What this system does is it starts to track the data of the driver's driving habits, or more so your stopping pattern in specific locations. So what that does is the more times that you drive through these locations, the system will then catch on and start to indicate an optimal time for you to release the throttle and begin to brake, or it'll even assist you in deceleration so that you can boost your fuel economy. So absolutely doing everything possible to make sure that you're getting great fuel economy. But for that person that absolutely loves technology and can't get enough, I have to say that I'm actually one of those people. We do have the Prime Advanced, and this gives you exclusive Prime apps, which there are 5. It's tied in connection with Safety Connect. We do give you three years of complimentary Safety Connect in order to utilize this. The first app is going to be Remote Charge Management, which Christy told you a little bit about. It's going to allow you from the touch of your phone to be able to see what your vehicle charging status is at that point, and even if you want to immediately initiate charging, you can do that with through your phone as long as your vehicle is connected. The second app is a Remote Climate. I absolutely love this feature. You're able to turn on your heater or your air conditioning system from your app, and if you even want to turn on your front and rear defrost, you can do that as well. So I know with these winters that we have in New England, everybody would love something like that. Charging station map. This is very efficient. It allows you to find the closest charging station to yourself, and you can even see details as far as if it's 120 volt or it's a 240 volt, how many stations they actually have, what the hours of operations are, as well as a phone number if you need it. Vehicle Finder. I don't know about you, but when I first moved here, I got lost in Boston all the time. I would never remember where I parked my car downtown. So this is a great feature. It allows you the phone to show a display map of where your phone location is at that time, as well as the last known location of your vehicle. And then the map will give you directions from point A to point B so that you can find your vehicle. Eco Dashboard, this is for the person that really loves what this car can do. It allows you to see what your fuel economy range is, your eco driving score. It'll allow you to connect with other Eco Dashboard users so you can kind of compare who's driving better than the other. And if that's not enough, you can share your stats on social media via Facebook and Twitter. So I gave you great features, right? How does it come packaged? So we give you 3 different vehicles that you can pick from. The nice part about the Prius Prime is that it's somewhat mono-spec. We don't have packages that you have to add on and make it complicated. The vehicle comes as is. So we give you a Plus, a Premium, and an Advanced. And the Plus, even though it's the base model, there's nothing base about it. It comes with LED projector headlights, taillights, and stoplights. You have fabric heated front seats. I don't know about you, but heated seats are a big deal, especially here. So to have that at a base model, that's amazing. Then to the Premium, that's when you get to upgrade to that 11.6 high-def multimedia display, and you also get the Qi wireless charging. Once you get into the Advanced, that is all the bells and whistles. We hold nothing back, all the technology you want. Blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert, JBL audio system. You're also going to get LED fog lights and accent lights, intelligent clearance sonar. I can go on and on. The list is so long of what we've put in these vehicles. So what does it cost? It starts at $27,100. And the nice part about this is we also have a potential federal tax credit of $4,500. And on top of that, there's also several state rebates. So here in Massachusetts, it's $1,500. And depending on what state you're in, you can look for the rebate as well. And not only that, there's about $360,000 left for consumers to take advantage of here in Massachusetts. But we're not leaving it there. We're also giving you our exceptional 2-year, 25,000-mile Toyota Care complimentary maintenance with 3 years of roadside assistance. That's right, I said 3 years, not 2. So we've given you so much in this car. I hope you've really enjoyed learning about it. Thank you for joining us, and feel free to take a look around.